Why do cats connect with the chosen? The truth will surprise you. Have you ever heard the story of Hikari, the cat who never left his owner's side when she was sad? Every night, when Sarah felt overwhelmed by the weight of the world, he curled up around her, purring softly, as if absorbing all the pain. But something even stranger happened one night. Hikari stared into a dark corner of the room, her eyes wide, her ears alert. And then, as if he had sensed something invisible, he jumped out of bed and began to roam the house. What did Hikari see that night? What do cats see that we can't see? The answer to this question could completely change the way you see these mysterious felines. Scientific studies show that cats have sensory perception far beyond ours, being able to capture sound frequencies and electromagnetic vibrations that go unnoticed by humans. But what if this ability went even deeper? What if cats not only sensed their surroundings, but also recognize people's energy, especially those with a spiritual mission? Today, you will discover why these little guardians of the invisible choose certain people to connect with. More than just pets, they can be true spiritual allies, helping to balance and protect your energy. Be part of our spiritual family. Subscribe to the channel today and comment "I believe" below as a symbol that you accept your role in this great transition. Let your energy be counted among the chosen. The time is now. Cats. Sixth sense. They know who you are. Have you ever noticed that cats don't approach just anyone? While a dog might run to greet anyone, a cat watches first. He evaluates, analyzes, feels. But what exactly are they looking for? Energy sensitivity. Studies suggest that cats can perceive subtle changes in the electromagnetic field of humans. People with a higher vibration, such as those who have strong intuition or are on a spiritual journey, seem to emit a distinct energy. Emotional reading. A study carried out by Kyoto University in Japan revealed that cats are capable of identifying human emotions just by the intonation of their voice and facial expression. Now imagine this talent being applied on a deeper level. What if they were also able to recognize spiritual states? The so-called chosen are those who have a strong connection with the spiritual world, whether through heightened intuition, the gift of empathy, or the ability to feel invisible energies. And cats, as true spiritual sensors, are naturally attracted to these people. Cats as silent guardians. If you have a cat, you may have noticed that he seems to appear at just the right moments. You are sad, he comes up and lies down next to you. You are anxious, he purrs louder. You are meditating, he sits next to you, watching intently. This is no coincidence. In esoteric tradition, it is believed that cats absorb and transmit energy. When a cat approaches you and rubs against your legs, it may actually be balancing your vibration. When he chooses a corner of the house to sleep, he may be neutralizing dense energies accumulated in that space. In ancient Egypt, cats were considered spiritual protectors. They were believed to ward off evil spirits and protect homes against negative energy. Maybe that's why, to this day, we feel an inexplicable peace when a cat is nearby. But there's an even more impressive detail. When cats choose a person as their guardian, this connection is not random. They feel something inside you that makes them trust. A type of light invisible to human eyes, but completely clear to them. Now tell me, have you ever had a strange experience with a cat? Has he ever seemed to notice something invisible or watched you as if he knew something you didn't? Write here in the comments, because in the next few minutes we will delve even deeper into this mystery. Your journey is just beginning. It's time to regain your strength and build a new path. Subscribe to the channel and be part of this community that is awakening to the truth, the spiritual power of cats, guardians of the invisible. If cats could talk, what would they tell us? Would they reveal the secrets that see beyond our visible world? For centuries, these felines have been considered spiritual guardians, protecting their owners against negative energies and creating an invisible shield around those they choose as their companions. But this is not just popular belief. Ancient civilizations, modern spiritual practices, and even scientific studies reinforce the idea that cats play an essential role in the energy protection of homes and people. And believe me, they know exactly when and how to act. Cats as spiritual guardians. Throughout history, ancient Egypt, 2900 BC, the Egyptians were one of the first civilizations to recognize the mystical power of cats. They believed that these animals protected homes and ward off evil spirits. Instead, the Egyptian goddess of protection and fertility was represented with the head of a cat. Having a feline at home was not just a choice, but a spiritual necessity to maintain energetic balance. Feudal Japan, 10th century. In Japan, stories emerged about the bakanekos, mystical cats capable of predicting the future and warding off negative influences. Samurai believed that cats could warn them of unseen dangers, and temples were built in honor of these spiritual felines. Medieval Europe, 14th and 15th century. During the Middle Ages, cats were unfairly persecuted because of distorted beliefs. However, within esoteric practices, they were recognized as psychic protectors, absorbing and dissipating dense energies. Interestingly, in many European villages, it was believed that having a cat indoors helped prevent nightmares and spiritual attacks. African and shamanic traditions. In several indigenous and African cultures, cats are considered energy transmutation beings. Some tribes believe they can act as spiritual guides, leading their owners to higher states of consciousness. But can this connection between cats and the spiritual world be proven? Science can give us some clues. The science behind cat sensitivity, electromagnetic field and energy sensitivity studies suggest that cats can sense subtle variations in electromagnetic field around you. This means they can sense energy fluctuations that escape human perception. Biologist Rupert Sheldrake, in his research into animal telepathy, discovered that cats seem to react to events before they even happen. There are records of cats demonstrating behavioral changes moments before natural disasters, such as earthquakes. This raises the question, do they just sense geophysical changes, or do they sense something beyond? Hearing and hidden sound frequencies. Cats' ears capture sounds between 48 Hz and 85,000 Hz, while human hearing is limited to 20,000 Hz. This means they can perceive sound frequencies that are completely beyond our reach. Some theories suggest this ability allows them to hear energetic movements, not environment. If a cat senses an invisible presence, it may just be hearing subtle frequencies, or picking up something beyond our understanding. How cats protect and balance home energy. If you have a cat, you may have noticed that he chooses specific places in the house to rest. But this is not random. According to Feng Shui, cats tend to lie down in places where there is an accumulation of negative energy. They act as true filters, absorbing and transmuting this energy. But how exactly do they do this? Identification of energy points. Cats are known for always choosing the same places to sleep. Often these points coincide with areas of high energy concentration inside the house. When a cat sleeps or stays in a specific place for a long time, it may be adjusting the energy of that space. Protection against negative influences. Many people report that their cats seem to act strangely when there are energetic visitors. They may avoid the person, hide, or even get between the owner and the visitor. This may indicate that the cat is perceiving something beyond what human eyes can see. Purring as a healing frequency. Have you ever noticed how the sound of a cat purring brings an immediate feeling of calm? This is not just psychological. Studies show that purring occurs at frequencies between 25 and 150 Hz. an interval that is directly linked to tissue healing, stress reduction, and improved emotional balance. The Institute for Applied Bioacoustics Research found that frequencies of 50 Hz can accelerate bone healing in humans. The cat's purr is within this same vibration range. Could it be that, in addition to comforting, they are also helping to restore our energy? Why do cats choose specific people? If you feel like your cat is always by your side in your most difficult times, that's no coincidence. Cats connect to people with high spiritual vibrations because you are naturally attracted to their energy. For them, someone with greater sensitivity is like a beacon shining in the darkness. If you meditate, practice spirituality, or have a strong connection to your life purpose, your cat probably feels this vibration. If you are going through difficult times, he notices your energy and instinctively reaches out to balance it. But be careful. Cats don't just protect, they also test. Many cultures believe that when a cat comes into a person's life, it is there to help them grow spiritually. They require patience, respect, and understanding, essential qualities for any journey of self-knowledge. Is your cat fulfilling a greater purpose? Now that you know the depth of the connection between cats and spirituality, start looking at your feline with new eyes. He's not just lying on the couch. He's protecting your home, balancing your energy, and guiding you on your spiritual journey. And you? Have you ever had an experience where you felt like your cat was protecting you? Has he ever demonstrated unusual behavior when you were sad or anxious? Write in the comments and share your story. In the next few minutes, we will continue this conversation and further explore the mysteries of these spiritual guardians. It's time to regain your strength and build a new path. If this video is making sense to you, don't stop here. Click subscribe now and discover the next step towards your transformation, the spiritual connection between cats and the chosen. A link beyond the visible. Have you ever had the feeling that your cat knows more than it seems? As if he senses your deepest feelings, understands your thoughts, and is always there when you need him most? Many spiritual traditions believe that cats don't choose their owners by chance. For those on a path of spiritual awakening, these felines act as silent allies, assisting in personal growth and guiding them in their mission. But what is the role of these animals in the journey of the so-called chosen ones? How do they influence our inner development? The answer lies in the way connect, protect, and transform the energy of those who carry a high vibration. Cats as facilitators of spiritual growth. If you are in a process of expanding your consciousness, you may have already noticed that your perception of the world around you changes. Sensations that previously went unnoticed become more evident. Your intuition strengthens, and the way you interact with the universe transforms. Cats, in turn, act as catalysts for this process, helping to solidify this connection. Here's how: enhanced energy sensitivity. Cats are extremely receptive to subtle fluctuations in their environment. They realize vibrational changes, whether they come from human emotions or external forces. For those who are deepening their spiritual journey, this feline ability can serve as a mirror, reflecting emotional and energetic states that need attention. Vibrational frequency adjustment. When a cat approaches someone with a strong spiritual mission, it begins to synchronize your energy with that person. This process can help stabilize emotions, unblock intuitions, and provide greater mental clarity. Silent guide to self-knowledge. Unlike dogs, which express affection explicitly, cats teach through silence and observation. By noticing their behavior, we can learn about patience, introspection, and balance. They remind us that true wisdom is not in excess of words, but in deeply understanding what surrounds us. The mission of the chosen and the role of cats as energy protectors. Many believe that those who have a spiritual calling attract not only positive energies, but also challenges that test their inner strength. For those chosen, the journey towards evolution can be accompanied by trials that require firmness and balance. In this scenario, cats play a fundamental role. Dense energy filtering. When you feel exhausted, anxious, or upset, your cat may act like an energy filter, absorbing and transmuting the vibrations around you. This explains why, in moments of sadness, many cats approach silently, offering their presence without demanding anything in return. Guardians of spiritual connections. In esoteric tradition, cats are believed to have the ability to act as barriers against external influences. They can protect their owners from intrusive energies, preventing disharmonious forces from interfering with the spiritual journey. Empowering intuition. Cats not only protect, but also help strengthen the intuition and extrasensory perception. When a cat demonstrates unusual behavior, such as staring at a point in the air, following an invisible path, or avoiding certain people, it may be capturing something that our senses miss. Connection with subtle dimensions. There are reports of people feeling a deep connection with their cats during dreams, meditations, or moments of reflection. Some traditions believe that cats can act as spiritual messengers, bringing signs and guidance that help their owners align with their life purpose. Cats as guides in the lives of sensitive people. Throughout history, countless people have reported life-changing experiences involving cats. The case of the Buddhist nun Myoho Seikan, Japan 18th century. Myoho Seikan, a nun known for her devotion to meditation, reported that her cat always lay down beside her during her moments of reflection. In her diaries, she described how she felt he absorbed her concerns and helped her reach deeper states of serenity. The phenomenon of healing cats. In recent years, several studies indicate that the simple act of petting a cat can reduce stress and anxiety levels by up to 40%. People being treated for depression or emotional crises often report that their cats become their greatest source of comfort and balance. Modern accounts. Cats and spiritual experiences. Many people report that their cats act in peculiar ways before important moments. Some seem to warn of future situations, while others demonstrate an unusual clinginess during periods of emotional transition. Is your cat helping your evolution? If you feel like your cat has a special bond with you, it's likely that he or she is playing an essential role in your spiritual journey. These felines not only bring comfort and companionship, but they also act as catalysts for inner transformation. Has he ever shown up just when you needed support? Do you tend to act attentively when you are in moments of introspection? Do you seem to avoid certain people or situations as if you sense something invisible? If the answer is yes, perhaps your cat is more than just a pet. He can be a real guardian of your spiritual path. Now tell me, have you ever had a memorable experience with your cat that made you believe that he was there to guide you? Leave your report in the comments. In the next few minutes, we will further explore this extraordinary connection between cats and those who seek the truth. Share this knowledge with the world. Together, we can spread this message and help more people become free. Subscribe to the channel and send this video to anyone who needs to hear this truth. Cats and spiritual symbolism. Portals, light, and energy. Beyond the visible. Have you ever felt that your cat sees something you can't see? As if he were connected to an invisible dimension, a world beyond our understanding. For many cultures and spiritual traditions, cats are more than just pets. They are symbols of mystery, guardians of energetic portals and transmitters of high vibrations. But what does this really mean? What do these felines reveal about our own essence? Let's explore the metaphors and hidden meanings behind the relationship between cats and those who have a spiritual purpose. Cats as a reflection of inner light. Have you ever noticed that cats seem to come closer to some people than others? This happens because symbolically, they are attracted by the inner light of each individual. In the spiritual universe, this light represents the essence of who we are, our energy field, our wisdom, our connection with the invisible, the shine of the soul. In esoteric tradition, it is believed that those who possess a high vibration, such as so-called chosen ones, empaths, or people with great spiritual sensitivity, emit a kind of internal flame. This energy cannot be seen with the naked eye, but it can be perceived by cats. Choosing the guardians, cats don't connect with just anyone. They choose those whose energy resonates with theirs, forming deep bonds with those who have a pure heart and an open mind. In some Buddhist traditions, cats are considered spiritual mirrors, reflecting the emotional and energetic state of their owners. If you are at peace, your cat will probably be at peace. If there is restlessness within you, he may display agitated or distant behavior. Energy portals, the invisible path cats walk. Have you ever noticed that cats tend to position themselves in specific locations around the house? Do they always choose peculiar places to rest, or do they simply stop and stare into space? This happens because they are natural energy flow sensors, felines and energy points. Within feng shui, cats are known to identify energy portals, that is, points where there is greater circulation of subtle energy. These places are often gateways to invisible forces, which can be both positive and negative, protection and spiritual balance. If a cat always sleeps in the same place, it may be neutralizing accumulated energies. If he avoids a room or corner of the house, he may be feeling a disharmonious frequency in that space. Some shamans believe that cats travel between dimensions while they sleep. Your long periods of deep sleep would not just be rest, but moments when your consciousness accesses higher planes to bring balance to the environment. Cats as guardians of high vibrations. What does it mean to have a high vibration? In the spiritual context, this refers to a more refined state of consciousness where thoughts, emotions, and intentions align with more subtle and harmonious energies. Cats as energetic tuners. People who have this refined energy tend to attract cats because these felines respect and protect pure vibrational fields. They help their owners maintain this high tune, warding off dense influences. Purring as a healing frequency. The sound of a cat purring is not only calming, but can also be a means of vibrational adjustment. Studies indicate that the frequency emitted by purring between 25 and 150 Hz is associated with cellular regeneration and emotional balance. Scientific dice. Researchers at the University of Lyon discovered that the frequency of cats purring reduces stress and anxiety levels in humans by up to 40%. This means that, in addition to calming us emotionally, they help keep our energy in balance. The cat as a symbol of the spiritual journey. If we observe the way cats live, we can learn valuable lessons about our own lives. The importance of silence. Cats are masters of the art of observation. They teach us that it is not always necessary to act. Sometimes it is enough wait for the right moment. The value of spiritual independence. Unlike other animals, cats don't need constant approval. They follow their own path, unafraid to be authentic. This is a reminder that the chosen ones also have self-confidence on your journey. The connection between the physical and spiritual world. Cats live between two worlds, the tangible and the invisible. They transition between absolute calm and sudden action, between deep rest and attentive vigil. Just like them, those who have a spiritual mission need to learn to balance intuition with action, the inner world with the outside. Does your cat see something you don't? If cats have such profound sensitivity, could it be that they see things that we cannot perceive? Many cultures believe that they are able to feel the truth that is beyond human eyes. They recognize when someone carries a special energy, when an environment needs purification, and when their presence can make a difference in a person's life. Have you ever felt like your cat was trying to tell you something? Has he ever reacted strangely to a person or an environment? Do you feel like your connection with him goes beyond the physical? If so, perhaps he is playing a much bigger role than you imagine. Now tell me, what was the most memorable experience you had with your cat? Leave your report in the comments. In the next section, we will delve even deeper into the mysteries of these incredible spiritual felines. To not miss any message from God, click the subscribe button. Write "I'm ready" in the comments and start aligning your energy with the transformation that is coming. The mystery of the connection between cats and the chosen. After everything we've explored, one thing is clear: cats are not in our lives by chance. These mysterious felines are more than just silent companions. They play a fundamental role in energizing places, protecting those on a mission, and tuning into vibrations that many of us aren't even aware of. Now think for a moment. Has your cat ever shown up just when you needed it most? Has he ever demonstrated unexplained behaviors, such as staring into an empty corner or approaching you when his emotions were unstable? If so, perhaps it is fulfilling a greater purpose than you realize. Choice is never accidental. Many say that humans choose their cats, but what if it's the other way around? And if cats choose those who need their presence? If you have a spiritual calling, your cat could be one silent ally, guiding your energy and protecting your space. If you feel like your home has subtle changes when he's around, he may be balancing invisible forces. If your cat insists on sleeping close to you or touching certain points on your body, it may be adjusting your vibrational frequency. Nothing happens by chance. Your cat can be much more than a pet. It can be a guardian of your journey. And now, what is your cat trying to tell you? Now that you know the true meaning of the connection between cats and the chosen ones, start noticing the signs around you. Your cat isn't just there for company. He has a mission on his side. Pay attention to the moments when he approaches you. Observe how he reacts to different people and environments. Reflect on situations in which he seems to have your back. Your eyes may not see everything, but his captures what is beyond matter. And maybe it's time for you to start seeing it too. Now tell me, has your cat ever demonstrated something that made you believe that he feels what you can't see? Leave your report in the comments. The awakening continues. If this video opened your eyes to truths you had never seen before, imagine what else you can discover. Subscribe to the channel now and turn on notifications so you don't miss any content that will transform your life.